So I hope you have understood that what are the basics of contract, and under Sale of Goods Act 1930, what you need to understand, there is a difference between sell and agreement to sell. What means to say? Sell means the ownership of the good will transfer with immediate effect, but in case of agreement to sell, the ownership of the good will transfer on a future date. If you have went to market to purchase a mobile phone, you have given the price and you will take the mobile phone. The ownership of the good has been transferred from seller to the buyer. That is called sell, immediate effect. But in case of agreement to sell, if you have ordered the mobile phone from Amazon and the product will be delivered to you on any future date, in the case there is an agreement to sell, means parties agree to sell the particular product to you, but that will be transferred on a future date and you will pay the price. Might you have paid the price at the time of the formation of the contract, but you can pay the price also at the time of delivery. So parties are still to perform their part of obligation. Now, the types of good, there are three types of goods. One is existing, second is future, and third is contingent. What do you mean by existing? Existing means when I'm going to purchase something, when as a buyer I'm going to purchase a goods or product, in the case I can check that particular good is existing at the time of formation of contract of sale. If I went to purchase a mobile, that mobile is available at the time of purchasing. The another point is future. Future means what? The good is not present at the time of formation of contract of sale. Means to say the good will be produced or manufactured in a future date. And what do you mean by contingent goods? Which formation, or can say which production, or that depends on certain contingency. Now take with an example. Existing good means if I went to purchase a bottle, that bottle is available at the time of formation of contract of sale. Then future goods. Future goods means if I want to purchase 200 chairs, the sample of the chair is available at the time of formation of contract of sale, but the chair will be produced later on when I'll ask the seller or demand the seller a certain units of chairs. So that chair will be produced or manufactured on future date, and that will be delivered on a future date. Now, contingency means which may or may not happen. Means the goods will be creating or not creating, that all depending over certain contingency. Like you can take an example as egg. For example, if A and B is entering in a contract for the exchange of basmati rice. So the quality of the basmati rice for which the contract of sale has developed, that is depending over the rain. If there will be no rain this year, the same quality of basmati rice cannot be produced. So there are certain goods which production or manufacturing is depending over certain contingency. Means there is a situation whether it will happen or not happen. Why we are learning that types of good? Reason being that the exchange of goods and services creates right and duties over buyer and seller. So in which cases, if there is a breach or if there will be a denial from the seller or denial from the buyer, in the case, what remedies are available with both of them? So basically, Sale of Goods Act is allowing you to understand what is sale, what is agreement to sell, what are the types of goods. And further, you need to know that who is an unpaid seller. Now I'm sharing the slides because this already I have been discussed earlier also. You can view the slides. Now I hope the slides are visible to you. Unpaid seller. The details of unpaid seller is mentioned in section 45(1). So what you can see, unpaid seller means one to whom the price has not yet paid. Means if I'm selling something or I have not received the price of that particular goods. In the case I become the unpaid seller. The second condition is where is a bill of exchange or other negotiable instrument has been received, but conditional precedent. What you can understand with this statement? For example, if you are purchasing a good and you have to pay the money, so money is the price. But in the case, if you are paying with the check is a kind of negotiable instrument, and if the check has dishonored, in the case also, I become the unpaid seller. Reason being that the party has issued the check, but I am not able to recover the money. So there are certain conditions in which a seller become the unpaid seller. The characteristic of unpaid seller are what you can see here. He must sell goods on cash, on terms, and not on credit. He must unpaid either wholly or partially. He must not refuse to accept payment when tendered. If as a seller you denied to accept the payment, in the case, that is also a characteristic of unpaid seller. Now, what are the rights of an unpaid seller? Right of lien means right of acquisition. I can acquire the goods. Stoppage in transit. If the goods in our transit condition, the unpaid seller can stop the transit and he can resell the goods. If you are an unpaid seller and the price is not paid to you, you have a right to resell the goods. Lawful right to retain the possession of the goods until the full price is paid. Lien means what? That if the goods are in transit, you have the right to restrict the transition of goods until the full price is received. So what logic you can find behind? Who is an unpaid seller? One who have not paid, who have not received the full price of the goods which he has transferred or in process to transfer to the buyer. So a seller become an unpaid seller due to certain conditions. So if I'm unpaid seller, I must have a right to resell the goods. And in which circumstances I can resell the goods that are mentioned over there. Now, there are two important points that you have to understand. Right to resell is so much important. One question which I assume that every year, every question paper contains that who is an unpaid seller, to whom the price is not paid yet, and when can he resell the goods. The important is, if I'm an unpaid seller for a good, then what are the conditions where I can resell the same goods to another one? So in the case, what you can see, where the goods are of perishable in nature, kharab hone wala saman hai, you have a right to resell. You should not take it hold that I cannot sell. Yes, you can resell. Where the unpaid seller has exercised its right to lien in stoppage and transit and gives a notice to buyer with the intention to resell, stopped and inform the buyer, you can take either and I'm going to resell. What you can see, if buyer is not coming within a reasonable time, then you can easily resell your goods. Now I want to tell you another points which is also very much important. That is your condition and warranty. So condition and warranty means what? What you can see that what do you mean by condition and warranty? I'll show you some example. Just take a minute. But with some examples, I want to let you know that what is condition and warranty. See, there is one water bottle. There is another set of water bottles. So what you can see here, if a seller is selling bottles and you as a buyer coming to the shop to purchase a bottle. When you are asking a seller that please show me bottles, he can show you or he will show you multiple options. जब आप दुकान में जा रहे हैं तो the shopkeeper will show you ample options. This is one shot of bottle, this is a plastic bottle, this is a bottle which can keep the water cool. So when you are entering in a shop, you are entering with two things. First, you have already in your mind that what to purchase. And is there condition that you are entering to a market, but you didn't know, you didn't have any idea what I'll purchase, what will suits to me, I'll purchase. So in case of condition and warranty, you are visiting to a shop to purchase a bottle and you are asking the shopkeeper, show me the bottles which keep the water cool. In the case, if he is showing you the options and if you are done with an option, it means this is a conditional purchasing. You have already a condition. Thande pani ka bottle. The bottle which can keep the water cool. This is a condition. If you are asking the same seller to let you know a good bottle, so I, as a seller, have told you the specification of this bottle also, the specification of this bottle also, and based on this specification, if you are filing one bottle, if you are going with this particular product, if this is not as per specification, then that comes under the warranty because you didn't come with a condition to purchase the bottle. So why this condition and warranty is important? When you have a condition, thande pani ka bottle, in the case, if this bottle will not perform the condition, you have a right to reject. You can deny to accept with this bottle and you can ask for the refund or the price. But in case of warranty, if the bottle has not a good performance as specified, in the case you can ask for the compensation or ask for the damages only. This is the difference between condition and warranty. Condition means what? The buyer has already a condition to purchase the goods. And if there is warranty, based on if you are asking a good bottle, so I have narrated all the details of this bottle and what sort of bottles available to me. You have chosen one. So in the case, you can ask for the damages only. If you went to market, if you have asked for a racing bike, racing is a condition. If you want a good bike, so I told you that this is the mileage, that is the mileage, this is the features, and these all are the features. What you can say, you can finalize with a particular bottle over there or a bike over there. So you have made your choices based on the specification. And if you have made a choice based on your condition that I want a thande pani ka bottle, I want a bottle which keep the water cool. This is the basic difference between condition and warranty, which is very much important. Here one more point is law of, or you can say doctrine of caveat emptor. Doctrine of caveat emptor means what? Let the buyer be aware. Let the buyer be aware means if you are finalizing a particular product, you are person of sound mind, you are competent enough to make your choices. So in the case, no seller will let you know the defect of their product. This is you who need to check all the details of the product. The seller will never elaborate the defect of the product. The seller will elaborate the specification. So that's why here doctrine of caveat emptor is important. Let the buyer be aware. You are a buyer, you need to know what I am purchasing, for what I am paying the price, and how to use these goods. So I hope this condition, warranty, unpaid seller, and doctrine of caveat emptor is clear to you all. In next section, I'll be coming with the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881. And then I'll be completing the contingent contract, indemnity, indemnifier, bailment, and pledge. I hope go through the lectures. And if you have any query, just let me know. Thank you very much.